Hey guys, Anthony with Lancer Tactical here, and today we're going to be going over the full line of Lancer Tactical Hi-Capas. Let's check them out. So we'll start off with the newest offering from Lancer Tactical, which is going to be the Heracles. So this was an interesting one. So it's going to be a nice little homage to a certain pistol you guys may have seen out there in the real steel world. So this one's pretty cool. It's going to come with the externals. You're going to get suppressor height sights. You're going to have an RMR plate and with your red dot pre-mounted. So this one's pretty good to go if you guys are looking for a red dot ready or a red dot preset setup. Now on this one, you're going to get a polymer injection molded grip here. You're going to get a full metal frame with a built-in Picatinny rail so that you can mount any sort of light or laser, whatever you're looking to do with that. You're also going to get a full metal slide here. This is going to have a nice little setup of cuts. You're going to have obviously your rear serrations there. You're going to have front serrations with your window ports here and what would be considered a lightning cut. So that's a little bit of a lighter slide so you can get a bit snappier response out of it. Now you do also get a full metal outer barrel with a included thread adapter for all of your tracer units here. Now the internals on this are going to be pretty well set up, so it's going to be TM compatible. So you do get a 603 inner barrel. You are going to get your standardized rotary style hop up on this one. Not rotary in the same sense as your M4s, but obviously you're going to have that little adjustment wheel so you can adjust your hop as you need, for your weight of BBs. Now obviously you do have to remove your slide in order to adjust your hop up, but that kind of comes with the territory when it comes to your Hi-Capas. You also do get included a front fiber optic sight here. Now, you do get an included mag well with it. You also get an extended mag release, so that's pretty good, so you don't have to necessarily break your grip when it comes to dropping your mag. A lot of times with some of them, when they have the smaller release, you do have to break your grip a bit and reach over to hit that mag release. So this having the extended one will make it a little bit easier for those mag swaps. The mag well included will make it a bit easier for mag insertion, so you don't have to worry about trying to line it up perfectly. It just kind of guides it right in for you. Now, they are pretty snappy right out of the box as well. I believe with these, you're going to be shooting about 3 to 330 FPS, depending on environmental conditions and the pressure of your green gas. This is also something that's a very good platform for running it stock, where you'll get that nice good performance out of the box and you don't necessarily have to do those upgrades. And next we'll be moving on to the strike pistol, which is going to be the second in the offering lineup of the Lancer Tactical Hi-Capa pistols. So this one is an interesting one because you do get this in two sizes. You can get this in a 5.1 length or a 4.3 length. Now, if you choose to, they're both going to essentially be the same platform here, just a difference of length there. Now this one is an interesting one because you do get the same style full metal slide setup with the RMR plate included. This one also has a full metal rail on your frame here for any sort of light or laser combination. What I like about this one over the other two offerings is this one has a much more aggressive stipple pattern here. So this one's going to be a lot more grippy. So if your hands are getting sweaty, you're getting bloody, you're getting into some sort of conflict, you will have a much better time gripping this one over the other two. So this is my preferred version if it comes down to picking one of the three here. I like the texturing here. You get it both on the back, the sides, and the front, and a little bit on the front of the trigger guard here. So a lot better of a grippable platform here. Now you are getting that injection molded grip here. You're gonna get that full metal frame, that full metal slide with the nice cuts for lightning. You do also have your rear serrations in the back. Now this same one, just like the Heracles, you are gonna get the suppressor height sights with the front fiber optic, full metal outer barrel. Now, as far as the internals go, this is once again TM compatible. So if you see any sort of aftermarket upgrades that you wish to throw into it, you'll have no problem doing that. The same concept as far as inner barrel goes with this one, you'll have with this one. This is going to be a 603 type bore inner barrel. You'll be able to swap that out if needed, but out of the box, it is a pretty decently straight shooter. And as far as options go, this one does come in a variety of different color options. You can get it where you have a different slide color. I believe you can get silver. Obviously, you can get the black. There is a plum or a purple color. And on top of that, you also get a bronze variation, which I believe we refer to as the Viper Bronze. This one also has the option of getting it with just the RMR plate or getting it with the RMR included, so you can just choose to mount that or leave it as you see it now. Since this is TM compatible, you can swap out a variety of the components that are on it at the moment. So if you wish to change your slide, your outer barrel, your hop-up unit, maybe your trigger, or any of those things like that, you can do so to your heart's content, just like the others. This one does come with the included magwell here. This does have a nice skeletonized trigger, the same as the other two platforms. This one does, however, lack the extended mag release. It's going to have just your basic, more common mag release. It's still not as bad, so you can still get your mag drop without having to break your grip and everything going for that side break there. So you'll be able to do your mag swaps nice and easy. That magwell does, like I said, aid in the speed of your mag insertion, so you have no issue there. And next we'll be moving on to the original Lancer Hi-Capa pistol, the Nightshade. So for this one, very similar to the others, you're going to get the included magwell, a nice textured stippled grip here, not as aggressive as the others, but out of the three, I would say this is number 2 next to the Strike. This is very aggressive in of itself. You're going to get, obviously, the controls that we know and love from all of the Hi-Capa styles. We're going to get your grip safety, you're going to get your ambidextrous selector safeties here, a nice skeletonized trigger here, and a full metal slide. So this is going to be the injection polymer molded grip. You're going to have full metal rail segments for your frame here, so you can mount any sort of a light or laser that you choose. On that full metal slide, you're going to get the rear serrations and front serrations with some nice lightning cuts here. You do get that included metal outer barrel with an included threaded orange tip adapter. So if you want to run a tracer unit of some sort, you get that. This one does, however, lack the suppressor height sights, but you do get included is that fiber optic front sight. Now, just like some of the others here, you do get color variations. So as you can see, I have the black and gold here. You can get a black and blue one, you can get a solid black, a black and red, and I believe it's going to be a black and green. So whatever kind of color flavor you want there, you have options for yourself there. So if I had to rank them from most aggressive to least aggressive in terms of their stippling, I would say the Strike is going to be number 1. This would be number 2, with the Heracles being in the 3rd place position. Although it's a nice texture, it's not as aggressive as these two. Now, from the out-of-the-box components, like I was saying for the other ones, you do get that 603 Type bore inner barrel. You do get this in a 5.1 length. So one of the easiest and simplest upgrades you can do would be something along the lines of your outer barrel. So here I have an Atlas Custom Works 5.1 outer barrel. This one's a nice, simple, stock looking one, just like your OEM barrel. So something like this is a nice, simple, easy upgrade if you're looking for an aesthetic upgrade. This one does come with internal threads, so you could simply pop off the orange tip included adapter and throw it onto this one, or if your tracer unit comes with an adapter in the box, that'll slide right on in here and you'll have a different color outer barrel. These are available in a variety of colors as well, so you can find something to suit whatever color palette you're trying to go for if you start changing out the parts. Now, moving on to a slightly different internal upgrade that's still a little bit on the better side, you can obviously go with something like your hop-up unit. So here I have the TTI one-piece TDC hop-up unit. This one is a little bit on the pricey side, but it's going to be one of the better hop-up units on the market. So this one is going to be a very nice internal and performance upgrade for your Hi-Capas, whichever variation you go with. This will help you hop your BBs better. You'll be able to hop a little bit of a heavier weight, and it's going to be a bit more consistent and reliable in terms of its overall shot-to-shot performance. Now, this paired with a nice bucking and a nice inner barrel, you'll have a very straight shooter, able to hop a multitude of different BB weights. So that's also another good option you could go with. And then one of our newest offerings that is yet to hit the site, but will soon, is going to be the Ammo Max holster here. This is going to be a level 1 retention holster with a paddle attachment included. This is actually swappable, so if you wanted to change your attachment point, you can change that to whatever you would want to run. Now, this being a level 1, that means that it's going to actually have the button lock feature here. So if that button is not hit, you will not be able to pull your pistol from the holster. This also does include, for sake of example here, this also does include a RMR hood, so it does protect and cover your RMR if you are running one on your pistol. Unfortunately for now, this does not allow the light to be attached to your pistol when you're trying to run it, but this is a very good option for those of you looking for some sort of a Hi-Capa holster. Now, if you're running it bare, this is a perfect option for you. Like I said, this does cover your red dot as well, and it covers the trigger guard, so you're not going to be looking at any, accidental fires or discharges while you're running around and maneuvering through the field. So one of the questions I get most often is going to be, why go for one of these over a stock TM? Now, one of these will be a better option if you're looking to not have to spend more money into the aftermarket parts to get it to the same point that this is already at. So with the stock TM, you are going to get a very basic Hi-Capa setup. You actually do get a plastic slide, not even a polymer, but just a straight plastic slide. So if you wanted to get your stock TM to the level of this ones, or any one of these that you see on the table here, you'll be looking at spending for a fresh slide, a fresh outer barrel, your RMR if you choose to run it, which is very hard to do nowadays. On top of that, you'd be looking at trying to spend to get some sort of higher iron sights. Now, as far as these go, the reason that these ones I say are a bit of a better option than your stock TM is because these ones out of the box are going to already be stippled. You'll have that full metal slide with the full metal outer barrel. You obviously get the RMR plate, and you get those suppressor height sights, which will help you see over your trace unit if you don't run the RMR. But on top of that, like I said, you do get that RMR included in the box with any of the options that you see fit here. So just as a cost side of things, you are going to get a better value with one of these than you would with the TM. As far as performance goes, although we all know that TM has some sort of magic involved, these do have a very, very good performance record right out of the box as well. Even for any of the ones that I've played with, I haven't had to do much in the way of upgrades. Maybe small things over time, just as is with all things, parts wear out and go down, so you do have to replace any sort of damaged or broken parts, but that aside, performance out of the box is very, very good with reliable and consistent FPS and shot-to-shot accuracy. So if you're looking to pick up a new Hi-Capa pistol, whether it be the Strike, the Nightshade, or the Heracles, be sure to visit one of our many Lancer Tactical retailers. My name is Anthony, and thanks for watching.